Tilaron is my significant otter. Tilaron is my significant otter. Did you ever see someone so happy to be my significant otter? Hello, hello, hello. It does say booba, it's right. It does say booba. Secrets or no? Oh my gosh, that's absolutely loud in my ears. Isaac, thank you for the host. I need to change my hosts and things. Oh my god, I need different alerts and bits. Kamikaze! Get your founder's badge. Oh my goodness! Following since September 22nd, 2019. I appreciate you, Kamikaze. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Everyone can be my significant otter. Shell. Also, Shell, am I allowed to call you Shell? Because I just took it and ran with it, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, you told me at one point, and then I just took it and I ran with it. So I hope that's cool. What? Rimindilk. Thank you so much for 3 months. Okay, excellent. I can call you Shell. Then I feel better that I've just, done it. You know what I mean? I bought a mat for under my chair because I ran over a few cheese crackers and I got tired of doing that. X's and L, thank you so much for subscribing for 13 months. Wires are not cheese crackers, but I do have a lot of cheese crackers. Advanced flattening techniques. Advanced flattening. How's this go? Well, 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 if it isn't Mubinsky. God, Mubinsky. Mubinsky actually told me a secret, and I can't believe my fucking eyes. Mubinsky actually told me a secret. You did, Mubinsky. Well, you showed me a secret, and I was like, oh my god. Mubinsky. Torb! Mubinsky, oh my god. I'm still thinking about the secret. That was not the secret, Mubinsky. Oh my god. Let me angle this a little bit more off of my face. Did I fix the light? No. Did I buy a new one? I did not. And no, Mubinsky, that's not it. Look, I'm gonna give you a job today, chat. I'm gonna give you a job. Are you ready? So, I exercised the day before yesterday, and I did a little bit yesterday too, but not anything crazy. Can you please, at the end of the stream, tell me to go exercise? No, Laboto, you can't quit! I want to go exercise. Spooky Nice, thanks for subscribing. Mubinsky, I know what you're going. You bitch. God damn it, you guys! Oh my god, is it paid? At all times. At all times. You fucking bitches. How did I know that would happen? I do have coffee as well. I've got a grande iced latte with non-fat milk, 2 pumps of toffee nut, an extra espresso shot, but it's half calf, which you might think is counterintuitive, but I promise you it's not. The Clawler, thank you so much for using Prime and for 3 months. Spooky Nice, thank you so much. Paranoid Splicer, thank you so much. A white girl coffee then. You know what? If it tastes good, I like it. Wonderland, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. What do they do with the other half of the calf? They donate it to those less caffeinated. Denny J, thank you for using Prime. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Gambit Bear, thank you for 5 months. Did they spell your name right? My name is spelled really weird in real life, and so I just tell them to spell it the wrong way because I don't want the hassle of them spelling my name, so I just don't. Clay, thank you so much for using Prime! Miss Unarmed, thank you for following. Exactly. Exactly, Torb. Thundermorn was gifted a sub. Failmore has arrived. Boba is a weird name. When I was in the UK, on my Deliveroo, I put my name was Boba. And there was like, one of the colony days, I think Ravs went down to go get my order for me. And he said that they said Boba, and he was like, yup. And I just looked at him weird. So that was what happened. Poor Ravs. I subjected him to that. Next time I'll just make it something else. I'll make it like Sexy Bitch 69, and then he can go down and get my boba for me. It involves no's and odd choices of music. Interesting. Okay, what is it, Panda? Lina Commissarin. Thank you so much for 2 months. I moved my camera closer to me, I think. I don't know what I did. What does Zoof say? No, Zoof! Failmore's gotten first COVID vaccine. That's gonna be on me on Monday. Or your head is bigger. Depends. Has anyone been nice to me lately? Watershot Octopus, thank you for following. Someone is texting me like crazy right now. Oh, it's just an email. Gosh, oh my gosh. It was just email. I have my email notifications turned on. Alright, let me look at my calendar. So, I won't be taking the day off tomorrow. Instead, I will be taking the day off on Friday. Probably. Maybe I'll still stream. I don't know. Ravs will just drink it himself. True. I think I got Rav's bubble tea for the first time, and also Daff. I got Daff to try bubble tea for the first time as well. I'm saying that because, not the bubble tea part, I'm saying the maybe not a day off thing because I think I'm getting my vaccine on Monday. I don't know if I should take the day off or not. Vested Lemon, thank you for subscribing. What the hell is this music? What is this? I did not even know what that is from. I'll put this on. Let's see. My employer demands us to get tested twice a week. First test I get, the PA plays Relax, Don't Do It by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Today it was What Have I Done to Deserve This, the Pet Shop Boys. The timing is uncanny, but man, music did your panda dirty. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. I did see when Lydia had bubble tea for the first time. Take a vaccine day off? Okay. And the day after that too. I cannot do that. I can still schedule for Monday, and then if I feel garbage, you will know that it is because I am now halfway vaccinated. Goodness. So we'll see. Monday I have my vaccine. Oh my god, my birthday is next Saturday. I did not know how I feel about that. Did Daff spit some Welsh at you? I don't know. I love Daff with every ounce of my heart. I do not know. What does Yogsfan says? Just stop streaming. How could you do this to me? How could you do this? I got the J&J vaccine, knocked me out for 12 hours after starting 6 hours after the stick itself. Oof. Oof. Felt rough for a few days after that. My arm hurt for like a week. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be 30 on the 24th. And Nixon, thank you so much for gifting a sub! And I still want to say thank you again to Paranoid Splicer. And Paul 70s Child, thank you for the host. The Old Person Club. Hello, Paul 70s, how are you? Almost dead. If you get a vaccine, and check with your provider when you do it. If you get a vaccine and you're worried about your arm hurting, massage it. When you get a vaccine in your arm, if you massage like this and do the thing like this, it does help. Because I had those really bad, I don't know if anybody else has had the HPV Gardasil vaccines. They help protect against 9 strains of HPV and against things like cervical cancer. And for those who do not have a cervix, they do help protect against HPV, which does lead to things like anal and genital warts. But that vaccine is important, and
chicken sandwich.
It will hurt your arm. It hurts. It hurts. Foodproof, thank you so much for giving 100 bits. Thank you. Captain Blackley, thank you for following. Public Goat, 7 months of being a goat in public, but with me. Thank you so much. Paranoid Splicer, thank you so much again for gifting 2 more subs. Thank you. Hurt your arm, not your ass, truly. I don't know if you're supposed to message your arm, but it does help. It is not my birthday today. No, it's not my birthday today. Hello, Squid Blue. Dr. Boba, I'm just trying to let you know. Caponitus, thank you for following. It's Andy's birthday. Yeah. I've seen people faint after that one. The Gardasil vaccine is not, it hurts. And there's 3 of them. But they are very much worth it. And if you haven't had one, I would say definitely check out getting that vaccine. Darius, hello. Why not? It's a little bit expensive, and if you're in America and it's out of pocket, they can be a little bit expensive. You can check with your local health department. But it's a good thing to have, even if you are someone that doesn't have intercourse or anything like that. It's still good. Check it out. We did those at my work too. They're important. HPV, cervical cancer. Got mine free through college. That's the best way to do it too. I saw that, Squid Blue. I saw that. Gardasil 9, wasn't that discontinued? I don't think so. Up until the last time that I was in office, we still had them. As far as I'm aware. If you're paying for it out of pocket, in Florida at least, they can be at up to, I think it's around $250 to $300 per vaccine, and there's 3 of them, which is really garbage. It's really terrible. And you get one, 2 months later you get the second one, and 4 months after that you get the third one, for a total of 6 months of 3 vaccines. What was the name of the gang of peacocks that burned down your pizzeria? They were called the Pebble Snakes. Yes, in America you do have to pay to get vaccinated for things. Unfortunately, the Gardasil is an elective vaccine, so it's not something that is required by physicians, which is kind of silly because HPV is something that is really detrimental to health. Okay, let's talk. Actually, I'm going to be in just chatting for a moment. I wanted to talk about this stuff, sexual health, for a minute, so I'm going to do that. Is HPV an STI? It does count under the designation of an STI. Human papillomavirus can be contracted through intercourse, but cervical cancer is something that affects people with cervixes. The only way to test for HPV is by doing a cervical swab. For people that have a cervix would be a pap smear exam. For those who do not have a cervix, there's not really a way to test for HPV, but the best thing to do, of course, is to use protection. For those that have a cervix, something that's really important, as much as it... I'm going to talk... Oh my gosh, here, let me just educate. So, for those that have a cervix, there are some folks who have difficulties with doing pelvic exams, whether it's discomfort, whether it's dysphoria, or maybe past traumas and things like that. If you have a time when you need to go get a cervical exam or swab or a pelvic exam, typically for a pap smear, those are recommended every 3 to 5 years, as long as the one that you had was normal and you don't have a history or family history of abnormal. They are recommended starting age 21. It used to be as soon as you were sexually active, but oh my gosh, I do not know if it's psych or CK. Thank you so much for the raid. You tentacle my fancy. I love that. Thank you so much. Hello, hello, hello. I'm talking about sexual health before I play Planet Zoo. Thank you so much. Okay, Psyche with an E. Is that how you say it? Psyche? I love that. How did you get that original thing? How did you get that very original and cool name? Oh my gosh, and I love this tentacle heart. Psyche. My stream, it's great so far. I'm drinking coffee, I'm awake, and I'm talking about vaccines and health. So basically, and thank you so much. I worked at a health clinic, a doctor's clinic. So something that's very important for folks that have cervixes, like I said, if you have any discomfort with doing a pelvic exam, whether it be this is too distracting, this music, whether it be past trauma, whether it be dysphoria, things like that, if you have a provider that you go to, or you need to go to a new provider, you can ask to have a mild sedation, and that way, when you are having that exam, you're not as uncomfortable and things like that. I know when I was working at the place that I worked at, I recommended it to a lot of trans folks that had cervixes because it's not something that is easy to be comfortable with, but you can ask. It's always better to ask, if anything. And then if it's something that you're not comfortable with, you have that option of doing that, which is pretty nice. Thank you, Soprando. Thank you. Implementing like COVID vaccine passport to get into pubs and stuff. I think they should just have to get the vaccine. A great conversation to arrive to. Thank you. I tried to do it. Exactly, Jay. Jay, what I recommend is like find a place that has good reviews and everything and kind of like scope it out beforehand, and you can always ask and be like kind of open about things, and hopefully the place that you're being open to will be understanding. I know there's like so much discomfort with that, but a lot of times when it comes to your health, it is important, but there are ways that people will try to make you as comfortable as they can be, as you can be. I try to recommend that a lot because it's like, luckily you don't have to do it super often, the cervical exams, but it's something that you can ask, you know, mild sedation and things like that. And if it's something that you're not comfortable with, that is totally okay too. Issue mostly is that general clinics are gendered to the hell and back. That's something that we need to change. That's something that when I was at my job, I was just absolutely annoying about, but I mean that in the best way possible. I'm waiting on a waiting list for a psychologist at the gender clinic. That's so exciting, Squibblue! I can't wait for you. That would be so fun. That would be so good. When I worked at the office that I worked at, of course, it was centered a lot around what would be considered women's health. Ivan, thank you so much for 14 months. Thank you so much. But kind of like no matter who I was seeing, I would make sure that I always asked pronouns and everything, because just because someone is doing something like birth control, it doesn't mean that they're going to use she, her pronouns. And that's really important too, because unfortunately, sometimes birth control can be a necessary evil, even for those folks who do not, you know, have any intention of ever being pregnant or anything like that. So it shouldn't be something that's gendered. Which takes me on to my next topic. Slightly terrifying walking into women's clinic as a man because people get scared of you. That too. Unfortunately. Hopefully in future things will slowly change. And there are a lot of places that are becoming more of that kind of space. So that is like hopefully a step that we're taking towards people that are I don't know, like I tried to teach the other people that I worked with about that stuff. I'm non-binary, which makes no one get my pronouns right. When I worked at my doctor's office, I was in front check-in, and what I would do is I would check the person in. I would ask them, I would look at their driver's license or ID. I would ask them what name they use, and I would ask pronouns with my little signs, and I would put all that information into the computer. And then when we got, like, we would have what is a chart for the person, an actual paper chart that would have all of the things that they were doing for that day. Oh my gosh, Cop, 20 months in tier 3, thank you so much. Fucking nerd, I love you. Life Eats Bacon, thank you so much for 5 months. Wubinski is pretty great, thank you so much. And so, what was I saying? Basically, we would have like a paper chart that we would circle like what we're doing. My pronouns are she, her. Thank you for asking. When I would have this paper chart, it has the person's name and their, I would guess, unfortunately, biological sex and things like that on there. I am annoying. I would write in really big letters at the top, name, especially if it was different to what was on the chart, and pronouns, because no matter what someone is in the office for, whether it's birth control or whatever, you can't just go by what is the medical kind of version of things. And especially because then someone takes that and they see it and they're like, okay, they're already well equipped before they call that person back so that they know what kinds of pronouns to use and to be acquainted with that before they go back. Can someone be non-binary but still use the pronouns she, her, or he, him? Yeah, I think as far as I'm aware, that is something totally fine. I think I've been watching a lot of Queer Eye lately, and I believe Jonathan identifies as non-binary but still goes by he, him, and then is fine with she, her, they, them, things like that. Thank you, Squibblue. Thank you so much. Yes, a small change but a huge thing at the same time. And pronouns don't equal gender, you choose for yourself. Exactly. And like, I'm always trying to learn and stuff, and sometimes I panic about speaking about things because I worry about saying anything incorrect, but I think sometimes you have to kind of like jump into that anyways. I'm late for my non-binary Zoom meetup, oh no. But yes, anyone can have any pronouns. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I hope you're not too late. And always using they, them until I speak to them or they tell me otherwise. I think that's a good way to go. And then when someone tells you what their pronouns are, even if you're trying to be respectful by using they, them, if you know that they're she, her, or he, him, it's really important to still use those. Even if you're trying to be nice by using they, them, usually, like, most of the time that can be okay, but you really want to respect what people tell you to because they are asking you to do that, and going the extra step to make sure you do that is really important as well. I'm so grateful we arrived for this discussion. Having important discussions is so scary, but so important. How many times can I say important in one sentence? I agree. It is important. Tell everyone about the pronouns Twitch extension. Yes, there is a Twitch extension, which I need to install as well. I know Andy uses it a lot, and that's a really good thing to have too, so that you know and you don't misgender. And I say that too, when you go into a stream, especially if you're doing VC with anyone, voice chat with anyone, you can double check. Like in my Discord, Pedguin's Discord does it, and a few other Discords have definitely taken that as well, which is really good. Thank you for being so good about these topics and communicating it so well. We all love you. Thank you so much, Jarl. Hello, Ghostmander. I kind of wish there were different accepted terms of biological. Male and female creates a lot of misconceptions. I agree. it's difficult because coming from a medical standpoint, it's so tough because first of all, the most important thing is to be respectful and to make that person as comfortable as they can be. It's not fun to be at the doctor's office. Truly, it's not. But you need to have all of the information present as well. I wanted to say another thing that's really super important and good. Adding pronouns and seeing the pronouns are separate, so adding them is helpful even if you don't want to see them. Good idea. Biological male-female actually doesn't make sense because biology is a mess. Usually assigned gender is the correct term. Okay. I appreciate that too. Assigned gender. Alright, because you're right. Biology isn't non-binary anyways either. There's things like intersex and things like that as well, which is very important. I quite like the anonymity. That was a whole sentence that I just tried to say. I quite love the anonymity of the internet as someone who's currently about gender. It's nice to not have to tell folks which one I am. That being said, I get there's some folks who need their pronouns to be honored. Exactly. And that is a good thing to respect and a very good outlook to have as well. Just because something works for you doesn't necessarily mean it works for somebody else. In my accent language, we use he and her before the person's name, and I believe that's why I find it hard to break that, but at least I try when people make me aware of their pronouns. It's always good. Yes.
Chicken sandwich.
Im sounding like a broken record at this rate. But in honestly very happy that he found this somewhat peaceful corner of the interweb who love some people of various pronouns. And the way I've been greeted brings tears to my eyes. I love you all very much.
Thank you, Panda. I agree. Thank you so much. It's a great little corner of the internet we have. I came for Peacock hate, but I loved the important talk. Yay, some people installing the extension. Yes, it's really important. I need to get it as well. So, one thing that I was thinking about probably when I was going to sleep or something the other night was, so I did work at a doctor's office that did things like birth control and HRT and general doctor's shit. But something very important, if you are someone of any gender who is looking for, and I don't know, correct me if I'm ever saying anything incorrect, but because calling it birth control feels so weird. Calling it birth control does feel very weird. So, Paranoid Splicer, thank you for gifting a sub to Yogg's fan. But when it comes to something that is like that to protect against pregnancy for those who are at the ability to become pregnant, those with uteri? I should know that. Uteruses, anti-conception control. I like that. Uteruses. So, if you are someone who is looking for something like that, but you have discomfort with the idea, yes, Aibo, that's great. If you have discomfort with the idea of taking a daily pill, and especially a daily pill has estrogen in it and progesterone, which isn't always that great, and you don't really want to have something that you have to think about all the time, because it's not fun to be dysphoric and then to also have this kind of like daily reminder of things. What is this music? It's Hades. Uterus and uteri. So it's not fun to have to think of something every day when you're already feeling dysphoric. So something that is some options that are different, that are good to recommend, and always speak with your doctor first to see if it's something that would work for you, especially if you're on other medications and things like that. But there are options such as there is the arm implant, which is placed subdermally into the arm. And that is something that is good for up to, technically approved now for up to 5 years. And it's something that you put in, one and done, super easy, kind of like getting a shot. You don't have to think about it for 5 years. Typically, most of the time as well, if you experience a cycle, it will usually stop your cycle as well, is what people typically experience. Which is nice too, because if you don't want to be having that, which, you know, that is something that a lot of people experience and they don't want it, that will help. And that kind of helps with the dysphoria as well. Which is good. And it's about the size like this, the size of the width of like a matchstick. It's just placed in the lower arm. You don't really even know it's there unless you're touching it. You can feel it, that's for sure. The insertion of the device is basically what they'll do is they'll choose your non-dominant arm. And so for me, that would be my left arm. I don't know how it works with tattoos, to be honest. And there is the shot that is once every 3 months. That one is all right as well. That one, if you're doing the shot that is every 3 months, you want to be taking a calcium and vitamin D supplement as well. What bicep? Yeah, I know, okay? So if you're, and check with your doctor. Everything I say is check with your doctor. Everything I say is check with your doctor. But if you know someone, or if you are someone that is using that every 3 months shot, you want to be taking a supplement.
À someone who is not trans and does not have any trans friends, if he like he learn so much from you.
Thank you, Paranoid Splicer. I can talk about all of the options too, because I see a lot of different people talking about different ones. So honestly, let's just go through them. And even if you're someone that doesn't necessarily need to use birth control, it's still important to know about them because, I mean, it's just general health. Nemo Goat as Heck, thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, let's go through birth control. A typical introductory birth control, IUD or IUC, is very common as well. So what we'll go through first is there's the birth control pill. There's 2 types of birth control pill. One is called a combined oral contraceptive. Contraceptive, that's way better. Why did I forget that that's a word? Combined oral contraceptive is estrogen and progesterone. There are usually 3 weeks of active pill, 1 week of inactive pill. That week of inactive pill does not necessarily, it doesn't mean that you're unprotected, it's just to remind you to get into the habit. And that's what you take every day at the same time. I had to explain this at work, that's how I remember all of this. So that's the combined one. That's the one that's most common. There's a pill for that that is also actually marketed towards helping with hormonal acne and acne in general, which is pretty good. And then there's another pill which is called the POP. That's a progesterone only pill. That has to be taken every day at exactly the same time because it works a little bit differently. And that is fully 4 weeks. I did 3. Fully 4 weeks of an active pill. And that is something definitely take at the same time every single day. And you want to be careful if you're ever missing pills or anything like that. You want to be aware of when you need to use a backup method, like condoms or anything like that. So make sure that you're aware of that. There is the NuvaRing, which is basically a hair tie. The hair tie is just put into the vagina, the vaginal canal, and it releases hormones over time. You get a ring for 3 weeks and then you take it out for a week, or you can use it continuously. Same thing with the pill, the contraceptive, oral contraceptive. Hammy, thank you for subscribing. The birth control pill that's the combined one of estrogen and progesterone, you can skip the last placebo week and then you don't experience a cycle. Bit stiffer than a hair tie. Yep. Yeah, this is a hair tie. And so that is that is put into the vagina for 3 weeks, taken out for a week, and then the next one is put in. You can check with your doctor if you don't want to experience a cycle. You can just put a new one in right after the other one that's good for 3 weeks. If you want to take it out for any reason, it can be taken out for usually up to an hour. And if you have extra ones for months ahead, you need to keep them in the refrigerator. Squid blue. I just popped it right out. No, it was on my wrist. Maneuvering can be a bitch to get back out, though. It can depend. Yeah, it can depend. Fodder, we're not really to the pizza and peacock section yet, but that's good. For any reason, things like intercourse, things like that, it can be taken out. I heard of someone that worked in a pharmacy and a girl came in wearing her ring around her wrist. They had to explain how it worked. Oh my gosh, that too.
Sandwich.
A bit off topic. Buit exert talent against depression and anxiety. I combine it with melatonin, doctor's orders. Between these antidepressives so cheap and natural medicine like melatonin.
It does cost a lot.
And the limousine.
And yes, you can keep the Nuva ring in for using any other like cycle dependent things like tampons, etc. Just depends if you want to take it out or not. They're totally fine to keep in. Oh yeah, Alex is great. So there's the Nuva ring. Then there's it's usually called the Depo-Provera, but it is a progesterone only injection that's done once every 3 months. I'm training to be a physician associate, and we just finished learning this topic. Really nice to see how well versed you are with it, considering how many types there are out there. That was my job. A lot of it was explaining birth control, especially, or contraceptives, especially for like a lot of first-time people that are like younger and need something, and it's important for them to know too. And the thing about contraceptives is it's not an exact science. Something that works for you is not necessarily going to work for someone else, vice versa, all of those things. How much do you know about HRT? I know a decent amount of some of it, but that wasn't the part that I did most of the time anyways. How did you end up in that job anyways? I was a patient at that doctor's office, and I became really good friends with the people that worked there when I would have to go like once a year or everything. Yeah, NuvaRing. Then there's the progesterone-only injection, which is typically called the Depo. That's done and administered every 3 months. There's a window every 3 months that's usually about a month long where, let's say, you had your shot 3 months later from like August 20th to like September 20th, you're supposed to get your next one. And any contraceptive method, typically you want to use a backup method for the first 7 days before it becomes fully effective. You want any trans guests on your Real Talk About Health shit zone? That's always great. I feel like we need to do that stuff more often. So the progesterone only injection you need to do, or you don't need to do, but the progesterone only injection, you need to take, as long as it's verified by your physician, a calcium supplement, or calcium vitamin D supplement, because it is known to weaken bone structure. But as long as you're taking a supplement, you don't really see that super often. You just need to be aware of that too. Condoms, dental dams, etc. are the only contraceptive that works against STIs too. Exactly. Weakened bone structure can come from the progesterone-only injection. Yeah. It's from the Depo-Provera typically. That is something that can be known to weaken bone structure. You got a whole lot of this info growing up. It's great information to have, whether you're going to use it or not, because even if you're someone that doesn't use contraceptive of this kind, it is like, it's important to know, because if you're someone that's going to be having intercourse, you need to know these things too. Your pie, oh no, it's burnt. Crispy is best, just throw some ice cream on it. Learn something new. Yep. And then from there, so the one option that I talked about that was especially good for trans folks, those with like cervixes, things like that, was the arm implant, because that is something that you don't have to think about, and it's nice to not have to have like additional dysphoria to something that you already feel. So quick pop little in there, you don't have to worry about it, and it's not something that you have to think about or remember, and usually can stop your cycle too. The way that that is done is basically what they're going to do is they're going to measure, they're going to see where it's going to go in the arm. It's pretty shallow, it shouldn't attach to any muscle or anything like that. And then what they're going to do is the only thing you feel is the numbing injection, which is typically a localized, what is that called? It's the same thing that they use for tattoos typically. It's like a topical or an injective anesthetic. Lidocaine? I think it's lidocaine. So they use lidocaine typically. Yes, yep. And so, hello, Mark. Hello. The sex and science stream. I would love to. So for that, what they do, the little arm implant, they do a quick numbing injection to the area. That's going to be the pinch that you feel. Typically, you'll be laying with your arm behind your head like this. They clean the area, do the numbing injection, massage it in. They're going to ask you if you have the feeling in there. It's like getting Novocaine, basically. And then once you're not feeling it, they do a small incision, super tiny. They have this thing that's like a cool little machine. When you go to the mall and they pierce your ears with that thing, that's actually not good for them. It's kind of similar to that. They just put it under the skin, pop, goes right in there. And then they do little suture tape. And from there, that's it. They wrap it up. They tell you not to get it wet for a while, not to do any heavy lifting for a little bit, and you're good to go. And typically, as long as that's something that works for you, you can keep it for up to 5 years. And then when they go to take it out, it's pretty much the same thing. They just are going to do it in reverse and no little ear piercing machine. Like getting a microchip inserted. Kinda, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty quick and easy. This is something that helps for contraceptive. The implant thing helps protect against becoming pregnant. Doesn't protect against STDs though, because the only things that are going to do that are condoms, dental dams, barriers, abstinence. But it releases progesterone is the active ingredient in it, and that is what's going to keep you from becoming pregnant. Because that's probably what you're not wanting if you're getting that. Mark, I'm a professor. Is the patch good? Depending on your biological, like, kind of makeup, I guess, depending on how you react to medications, you can ask if something is good, but is it good for me? And that depends. The patch is a subdermal patch that is placed anywhere as long as it's not on the breast. Can be placed on the back of the arm, the hip, anywhere, anything like that. And the patch I'm not super familiar with because we didn't recommend them very often, because the thing that we see with them is that they can come off. And so it's not as easy to remember to use them. And I think typically you get a patch once every 3 weeks. You put a new one on, take off for the 4th week. That's usually when you experience your cycle. They are kind of similar to a Band-Aid. If you're in a place where you're going to be swimming a lot, if you're going to be in a place where you're going to be sweating a lot, that might not be the thing for you, because it just depends. Typically, if it comes off, you can stick it right back on as long as the surface is clean. But that can be one of the downfalls of it as well. But you can check, and you can always try something, see how you like it, and if it doesn't work, like I said, it's not an exact science, switch to something else, and there's no shame in that. A lot of times you might have to go through a few things to find what works best for you. That's okay. So then after the arm implant, the next thing that you have is the IUD or IUC. I think Jay brought it up earlier. That is like a little T-shaped device. It's usually about like this tall. And there's one that is with copper on it, and that one does not have hormones. So for someone who doesn't want hormones, that's a really good option because it doesn't have any in it. The thing that is keeping you from becoming pregnant is the copper kind of like does some weird like chemical thing to the sperm, and also just the placement of it. Novocaine for the Soul by the band The Eels. A talk about music from the 1990s. Sounds interesting. Interesting. Make sure you aren't allergic to copper, that too. I know some HRTs use similarly like the contraceptive arm implant, which sounds really good. Progesterone, typically, too. It makes the environment toxic. Yeah, interesting. That is like, sometimes when it comes to that one, it's like, we're not super sure exactly what it's doing, but we know that it works. And the copper one is good for up to 12 years, which is pretty crazy. Because you pop that in, you don't have to worry about it for 12 years. The official recommendation of it is 10 years. But with that, the arm implant and a few other of the IUDs, there is a suggested by the manufacturers, and then there is the approved time that has gone through actual testing that it is still found good for that amount of time. Copper things can give you worse cramps though. So when it comes to the copper one, it's not necessarily always that it will make your cramps worse or your back pain worse or like the cycle worse itself, but it's not going to have that, and it depends on the person because sometimes it can make it worse too. It's not going to regulate it like things that do have hormones in them. The hormones are what's going to help regulate it. Someone said, did you ever consult people on the misuse of their contraceptive pills? A lot of people don't know how to properly take them. So when I was doing consultations of it, I had my own pack that, I don't know where it is. I probably threw it away. I had an old expired pack that was one of my old packs of pills. And what I did was I would go through it and I would make sure that they knew exactly how to use it, when to use backup methods and things like that. Does getting the copper thing hurt? So there's the copper one, and then there is the hormonal one. There are typically a few of those hormonal ones that are also progesterone only, and those are going to be, there's the Mirena, the Liletta, and the Kylena, and the Skyla. A few of them are good for up to 7 years. A few of them are good for up to 5 years, and then there's one that's good for typically up to 3 years. And those are progesterone, and those are going to be ones that help regulate the cycle. Typically what people see with those is that they don't have a cycle afterwards. And it's like it's really good to talk about. So like, I think a lot of times people are afraid to talk about things personally too, and especially working as a nurse's assistant, you don't want to sway people too much with things. I personally have tried a bunch of different contraceptive methods and found things that worked well for me and didn't. The pill I was on for quite a few years, and then I switched to an IUD. Those are really nice. I recommend them. When it comes to the pain from them, the way that the procedure goes is what they're going to do is typically they will use the duck bill. They'll use the, what is that called? The duck bill. I forgot. The duck bill. Speculum. Yes, the speculum. How did I forget that? So what they're going to do is they put the speculum in, the duck bill. They're going to make sure they can get a good look at the cervix, make sure that it looks healthy and everything like that. They're so weird. They can be. There's different sizes of them. What was cool was at my doctor's office, under the beds and chairs that we had, where we kept the speculums, it had a heater so that when we went to use them, they weren't like mega cold, which was really nice. And so, it is smart, huh? Yeah, so they were warm, so that way it wasn't like too shocking or like, you know, uncomfortable. So what they do, they put the speculum in, they make sure that they can get a good look at the cervix. What they're going to do is clean it first, usually with like a medical soap and what we call the Texas Q-tip, which is basically like a really long Q-tip, but it's real big at the end and fluffy. And Dimitri Neo, thank you so much for 3 months. If you are nervous before any exam like this, tell them, because they will make it usually their goal to make it as comfortable as possible. Texas Q-tip. Yeah, that's what one of my nurses like to call it. Yep, bringing work to my stream. I feel sad that I'm not like out actively helping. So if this is something that I can do to feel kind of like I'm helping, it's good. Can confirm I told the nurse I was terrified and she was great. Yeah, so what we would do is we would be like, person would have their legs, and basically what you do is you can, by touch, kind of like introduce them to, I'm at your knee, I'm at your thigh, and now I'm going to go here. And Simon, hello. So what you do is, Simon, I'm talking about sexual health. Just so when I start saying vagina, you're going to know what I'm talking about. So they put the speculum in, and this is for the IUD. They're going to put the speculum in, they're going to clean the cervix, and then what they're going to do is, this is where the uncomfortable part comes in. Basically what they have is a metal clamp that's kind of like this. They are typically pretty uncomfortable. And they have ones that are kind of like pinpoint pressured, which would be kind of similar to like my nails are, or they have ones that are kind of like flat at the end. And it can be difficult because what they're going to do is they need to hold the cervix in place so that they can first of all measure it, and then so they can put the device in. And there are horror stories on the internet, but everybody is different and has a different pain tolerance. I've had 3 different IUDs. The first one that I got was like nothing at all. And it was just mild kind of like cramps and backaches and things like that. Second one I had was a little bit more difficult. It was not too long after the first one. The first one that I had rejected, which just meant that it came out on its own, either that it was misplaced incorrectly or things like that. Sometimes they just come out, that's okay. So I got another one, and that one was a little bit more painful. And then the third one is the one that I still have. And when I did that one, I did it on my lunch break at work, and I went back to work. So everybody is really, really different. When you're going for the procedure, you can let them know how you're feeling during the time. I get told I have a high pain tolerance. I fell asleep on my arm, went on the radiator, burnt my arm, didn't wake me up. Yeah, so it depends on pain tolerance, things like that, and how you're feeling. You want to make sure you've had a good night's rest. You want to make sure that you've had a good meal. You can take, if you are able to take ibuprofen, it's not, if it is recommended by your doctor and it's okay, then you can take ibuprofen before you go. Ask the doctor before you go, beforehand. Always make sure you're checking in with that. An IUD is an intrauterine device. Or intrauterine contraceptive. It's the same advice for a tattoo. You want a good meal. You don't want to have had a rough night beforehand. You want to make sure that you've had a good sleep. All of those things, you want to be feeling your best. Because that will also affect just how your body reacts to things. If you're going to be experiencing any kind of pain or discomfort, that's only going to be magnified by how you're actually feeling. When it comes to the IUD, so like I said, they're going to make sure they have the cervix in place. They're going to do that by, they have the speculum in, they're going to put the clamp on it. That's where the discomfort starts to happen. So they're going to be holding the cervix in place. That's where you're going to feel those things that are similar to cramping, sometimes backache and things like that. Typically, as long as you're doing your deep breaths and things like that, you should be okay. Some people, it's super easy. Some people, it is, I'll be honest, some people it is really terrible, but you don't know until you try. If it's something you don't ever want to try, of course, that's completely okay. If it's something that you decide, well, it's happening, hey, I don't like this, communicate. How long does it usually take? Usually, depending. So what they do after that, they've held the cervix in place. They're going to measure it. And that's going to be with something that looks kind of like, maybe like a glow stick or something. Bye, Roman Empire. A coil. Yeah, they also call them coils. So it's something that looks kind of like a really skinny straw or like a glow stick, like one of those long, skinny bracelet ones. And they're going to push that through the opening into the cervix. They're going to make sure that your uterus measures a certain amount of centimeters so that there's room for the device in there and so that it can be comfortable inside of there. 3 hours. Do you mean from the time that you got to the office until later? Because typically for the experience itself is probably under 10 minutes. So what they do after that, they make sure that there's enough room in there. They take the measuring device out. That is where you can feel a pinch too, because they are going through the opening in the cervix into the uterus. And then after that, they take that out. If there's enough room in there, they're going to use this little like loading device that is also, again, kind of like a straw or like a really long glow stick bracelet, which is going to have the device in it. So when the device starts out, when it sits inside of the uterus, it's going to be a T shape. When they put it in, the arms fold down inside of the straw that they put it in, basically. They're going to push it up to the uterus or up to the cervix, and they're going to push it through into the uterus. And it's not like it's puncturing anything or anything like that. It's going to be that it's just going through that opening in the cervix, which is the same thing that dilates when someone is giving birth or anything like that. And typically there are things to help dilate that already, if that's something that's needed. It folds out to the T when it's in then. Yep, once it goes through that opening in the cervix, it's kind of like this. They push it through, and it's going to go out onto the other side. It's going to be in its T shape, which fits really nicely into that uterus shape. A non-binary meetup. Bye, Squid Blue. Yeah. Do they have a way to collapse the T shape when they're removing it? So when it comes back out, typically the removal of it, and that whole from start to finish of putting the speculum in, putting the device in, and then removing the clamps after taking the speculum out, that's usually under 10 minutes, as long as it's, sometimes people are different. So it might take a little bit longer for them to measure and make sure everything's okay. It might take them a little bit longer to get the device in place. It just really depends on your biological makeup of that area. Thank you for your cervix. No, I haven't. Maybe next time. It's like gentle popping out, right? Not a quick and painful. Yeah. So when they go to take it out, what's going to happen is the arms on it are the flexible part. So they're folded up when it gets pushed in. When it's in there, they're out. When it comes back out, what they're going to do is fold the opposite direction. So those arms are going to, I don't have like a way to do it, but basically they fold the opposite direction. So when they were folded this way, they're going to fold like a V shape up like this when it comes out. And it's really easy. Typically what they do for that is, that, in my experience, is so easy. And most of the times when I saw it happen too, because I assisted for a lot of them, which meant I stood at the table, I would make sure the light was in the right place, and they would say, can you hand me the Q-tip? I would hand it to them. Can you hand me this? I would hand it to them. Or I'd be holding hands, making sure that the person was comfortable and things like that. So when they go to remove it, what they do, they put the speculum in, make sure they can see everything okay. Typically, they're going to use the clamps to just hold on to the strings of the IUD, which I'll talk more about those in a second too. They just hold on to the strings, and usually they'll just tell you to cough or something, and then when you cough, they just pull it out. And it's actually really easy. You don't really feel that part as much because they're not clamping onto the cervix. They're not measuring anything or anything like that. I did it for the premarital hand holding. Yes, exactly. When the T bends, it doesn't like snap. Nope, nope. You don't even feel that part really because they're soft arms. The strings of an IUD are... Bye, Zeaky. Thank you so much for the raid again, and thank you for coming by. I hope it has helped some people too that were maybe nervous about doing something like that. Texas Q-tip is my new brand name. Yeah. So, the strings of the IUD, basically when you have, I want to draw maybe, but it would be a vagina, but not really. Thank you so much. You're doing great. And by that I mean you're not. Thank you, Disco. What is this? Yeah. That's a that is a hormonal one. So that is one of the ones that doesn't have the copper on it, because the copper would be wrapped around like the T shape. So you can see how the arms, when they're folded, they can go down like this, and then you notice how there's like the little like things at the end of the T, those just fold right up, so it's basically like a straight line after that. Paranoid Splicer, thank you for gifting to Psyche. 3 to 4 inches. They're usually no bigger than like this. Really. They shouldn't be any bigger than that. From nail to nail, basically. And then maybe about, like, that wide. The copper ones are typically the larger ones. Fav posted an image of a really good one. So I'll repost that. This is a hormonal one. So, when it comes to the placement of it, so you have basically... Here's a fucking anatomy lesson. You have the vagina, which is like a vaginal canal is what it's called. And then at the top you have a cervix, and the cervix is basically what's going to dilate when you're giving birth, and then you have the uterus after that. So when you have the T-shaped device, that is going to be inside of the uterus. Then you have the cervix, those strings that are on the IUD that you can see in that picture. Those come out through the cervix, which is basically going to be like sitting at the top of the vagina, and you can they come out to maybe about 3 centimeters outside of the cervix. They don't hang outside like a tampon would or anything like that, and typically when you first get one, they're kind of the consistency of fishing line. Would you be able to grab them? Typically you can't, because they're short. Hello if you've just tuned in. And you can feel the strings typically. Rithian, hello. Hello. Rithian, I'm talking about vaginas, but in a healthy way. So welcome. I'm talking about contraceptive. Thank you, Rithian. I love you. Thank you so much. So, as I was saying, there are going to be strings that are going to be kind of like the consistency of fishing line, like, you know, that kind of like wiry feel. But after you've had it for a little while, like even after a few weeks, those start to soften up, so you don't really feel them anymore. You're my favorite, Rithian. I'm excited for, what is it, tomorrow? I'm looking at my calendar. Yeah, so it just depends. But like I said, that's another good option for people that want a contraceptive but don't want to think about it. If you have dysphoria and you don't want to think about taking a contraceptive pill or something like that, that's another good option besides the arm implant. Because although you have to go for the initial like procedure, which can be uncomfortable, remember you can ask for a mild sedation or anything like that. Lucky Rashes, thank you for gifting to Rithian. If you want like a contraceptive but don't want to think about it, that's a good one. And then, like I said, the ones that are the progesterone only ones, you can get those, and then typically you don't have a cycle, which is really nice if you're someone that experiencing a cycle makes you feel dysphoric. I'm so sorry I've just put this all on the mods. my vagina talk. But it's good. So that would be something that I would recommend too. If you have a really painful cycle, it can help too. Yeah. If you want to speak personally, like, I've had mine now for a while. It's really great. I don't have any like negative side effects, but that's just me. Just because something works well for me doesn't mean it's going to work well for you. Just because something didn't work well for your friend doesn't mean it's not going to be the best thing ever for you. It's trial and error. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. How do IUDs not fall out? So basically, your cervix can soften and dilate a little bit when you're experiencing a cycle, but that doesn't mean that it's open enough for an IUD to come back out. Yeah. And of course, there's always the option of doing the sterilization as well. Did you get your tires sorted? I have not even had to drive my car for like 3 weeks, so I still haven't done that yet. I might go do that on my day off on Friday. It's a T, and that too. But like, when you are experiencing a cycle, your cervix is not going to dilate big enough to push the IUD out, but that doesn't mean that, like I said, for me personally, I had one that came out, but that was due to improper placement, anything like that. There's a lot of different things that would kind of maybe cause that to happen. Of course, there's risks and side effects with everything, so it's just kind of taking into consideration what might work best for you. If you're talking about contraceptive pill for men, it exists. Yeah. Is there an option to get sterilized but keep not having a period? So, I'm not super sure, but I would say that if you speak with your doctor and see about doing like a sterilization, see if there is any sort of additional, like, maybe contraceptive you could take. A lot of times if someone is, I bought this mat for my chair, and now I'm just stuck on it. So that is my life that I'm living right now. Sometimes you can take a supplemental contraceptive to help alleviate those cycles, but it's all dependent on what your doctor says. I bought this, and now I'm living in hell. And that is the life that I live. Do you like my shirt? I got it because Asher said it was okay. My cheese crackers. It's not a dick. It says Asher approves this message, and it's from a Jackbox night that we did. Okay. Does anyone have any other questions that they want to ask? Because I will try my best to answer them. And I think I want to stress a very important thing that comes along with the topic of contraceptives is just because we're talking about contraceptives that are in order to not become pregnant or things like that, doesn't mean that it's something that you say is women's health or something for women, because not all people that have cervixes identify as women. And that's a really important thing to remember. There are going to be people that don't want to be pregnant, and they're not women, and you have to remember that too. So when you say like there's a contraceptive pill for men and then there's a contraceptive pill for women, you have to look at your language too and say a contraceptive pill for those that have maybe like you can say like testes, penis, things like that, and contraceptive for those that have cervixes, uteruses, because of course that designation is not going to designate what pronouns they use or what they identify as. You can say willies too. Yeah. How tall is the Eiffel Tower? I do not know. Is the copper IUD better for mood swings compared to hormonal stuff? If you already experience mood swings, you might want to consider, and this of course, anything I say, like 100% check with your doctor. Sometimes things that have hormones can help regulate those mood swings and regulate those feelings, because that's what a hormonal kind of like contraceptive are going to do. They're going to help regulate things. So that's why when someone takes a contraceptive pill, uses the contraceptive ring, an IUD, anything like that, they're going to tell your body, this is when we're going to do this. This is when we're going to experience a cycle. So they can help regulate that. If you are afraid of getting mood swings because you don't already have them, you can always try a hormonal contraceptive, and it doesn't necessarily dictate that you're going to experience mood swings. It may be something that you have, But you kind of have to try and see.
Arroba,
My
visage
Lydia.
romantique.
My Lydia. So you have to kind of try and see. The copper IUD is really great because it doesn't have hormones. So if you don't want the introduction of hormones, then you don't have to have them. The different types of male condoms, I feel like people do not know much about the different types and how to use them. So when it comes to condoms, there's all different types. And there's latex and non-latex, so you want to make sure you're thinking and considering people's allergies and things like that. I love you, Lydia. I hope you're having a good... Everyone better kiss Lydia right now, because I am in my heart. I am. But I'm not too all familiar with like different types of condoms and things besides latex or non-latex. I'm not sure if tattoos matter for the arm implant. I'm not sure. I know you can say vaginal contraceptive. What would be the other word to use? I guess you can say, like, I typically, and of course, anyone that has better idea than I do, I typically try to say, for those that have cervixes, especially when I was working at the office, because of course we had people that were doing HRT and things like that. And so I would say for those with cervixes, because that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to use a certain pronoun or a certain identification, because that's just maybe what you have. And so if you have a cervix, it's still important for that to be checked, but I'm not going to call that exam, typically they're called a well woman's exam. And I refused to use that verbology when I was there, and made sure that I got other people to stop using that too, because not everyone who comes in for a cervical exam is going to be someone that identifies as a woman. Let me see. Water-based lubes with condom oil can break down the material. Yes, you have to make sure that your condoms and your lubricant are things that work together, because there is certain silicone that can break down latex. So you want to be aware of what you're doing with that. Connor, thank you. Cervix havers and prostate havers. True. And then of course there's always the things like I want to personally learn more about intersex folks, because that is not something that I am knowledgeable about in any sense, but I think that is something important to know about too. Because of course when we speak about biology, there's all different kinds of things, and so we need to make sure that we are aware of all of those. Yes, the allergic reactions too. Of course, metaphysical. You want to be sure that whatever like words you're using are comfortable for everyone. Jay says, assigned female male at birth, AFAB or AMAB. Usually just saying penile or vaginal is good enough as far as I know. That's good too. Yes. Definitely. Olaf's amazing thing creative. I need to go look. I have an intersex friend. It's blown me away knowing her because I had no idea about intersex. It is so important. Okay. I have a text about my rent and I'm so mad. Okay. I paid rent for April 1st for my apartment, and they sold the place to another place, and then they said that I owed them $100 and my rent because I was late on paying it. I was like, bitch, I paid the place that you're buying it from, so I do not think so. So they just texted me and they said, so we fixed it. Yeah, you fucking fixed it. Yeah, you did. Loboto sent me something very good. Alright, let me go look at creative. I love that! That is so cute, Olaf! Alright, let's see. Sex education is not well taught, and especially when it comes to verbology and how to make everyone comfortable. Everyone should know everything. Exactly. And the idea of having sex or not having sex should be normalized, because either everyone is doing it or everyone's not doing it, and both of those are just fine. Both of those are just fine. Because, like, we can talk about sexual health all day, but the other thing that is important to talk about is not everybody is interested in having sex. And being asexual is normal and completely healthy and totally fine. So don't, like, remember that too. There's all different kinds of things to make sure. Ace is valid. Exactly. A singing condom in sex ed. I'm glad you're talking about these things. It's important for people to be able to access this information. Yeah, I agree. Depending on baby's parents' opinions and your country's laws, intersex people's genitals are surgically altered to be correct of one gender or the other. And that is a problem too, because, like, either the decision is made for you or it's not, and typically it is made for you. And that is something that a lot of people sometimes do not even find out their entire life. I feel a lot of people could also benefit from cooking classes. Oh my god, I wish. I cooked today and I was so proud of myself, and that I'm having to teach myself too. Are there actually people that get upset over other people having no interest in sex? There's so much more to life than sex. So, when it comes to being ace, I think what a lot of people think is that it's not normal to... that they think it's not normal to have no sexual desire, which that is incorrect, I think. I'm just gonna put a hard pass on that. It is totally fine to not. I think people are like, it's the same thing with deciding that you do not want to have children, where people are like, oh, you'll change your mind one day. It's the same thing when it's like, just let people live their fucking lives, please. I made a bourbon salmon fillet and a maple salmon fillet with sauteed broccolini and onions and garlic, and some corn on the cob for lunch. Little wet dog. Yes, that is something that definitely happens. Ace is also a spectrum. Sex indifference, lack of sex drive, and sex repulsiveness are all different parts of it. Exactly. Very important stuff. My teacher taught us one barley informative class while the other had in-depth multiple lessons. Yeah, I do not understand. People are so ashamed of sex, and it's so fucking normal, honestly. It's so normal. And the fact that sometimes I worry about talking about this stuff on Twitch because so many things are just sexualized when they don't need to be. Like, I do not think human bodies are inherently a sexual thing. And so, like, when it comes to, like, not wearing a bra in public, it's kind of silly because we've dictated that that is something to be sexualized when really it's just a body. Truly, it's just a body. Intersex is also broader than just ambiguous genitalia, though, as a category that covers all mismatch between any of the metrics used to describe sex. Thank you. That was really nice to hear. As someone who's exploring asexuality and understanding it, is really pleasant to hear that my feelings are valid. Of course they are. Of course. I took a photo. I can post it later. iFan, thank you so much for gifting 10 subs. Thank you so much. Jakey, thank you so much. Jakey, you'll enjoy this VOD for sure. Food is also good. Schools are getting better, but none of the all-encompassing stuff about intersex and people's different situations. I started reading Middlesex. Have you guys heard of that one? I don't think a voice is sexual, yet a lot of people seem to think that. Yeah, people have their ideas for sure. Women's bodies especially are so incredibly over-sexualized, and I hate all of it. It is very annoying. iFan, thank you again so much for gifting 10 subs. I hope you're having a good day. I think all of those opinions will change for better, but it's taking forever. It can feel like that. And sometimes I feel very, like, drowning, you know, in that sort of thing. Minty Mint Mint, thank you for subscribing! I will highlight this section and put it on YouTube later. Middlesex is a book. Is it by Virginia Woolf? I do not know if it's a good representation, but I think it's about an intersex person, and I started reading it, and so far I'm like 10 pages in or something. Just love that you talk about this. I learn a lot as a Dumbo. It's not being a Dumbo at all. It's a lot of it is like anything that I have learned is because Jeffrey Eugenides. Is that how you say it? It looks Greek, maybe. What did Virginia Woolf write then? Didn't she write something similar as well? Orlando, I do need to read. When it comes to this sort of stuff, and like, as someone who is cis, the way that I know these things is not because of any institutionalized education or anything like that. It was a lot of going out of my way to learn things myself and educate myself, which is something we're all responsible for. Upset Goat, thank you so much. And we're all responsible for asking questions and going out of our way to learn things. A theory that there's always a pushback on progressive ideas from society, such as rising right-wing sentiments after the last few years' relative progress. Should be taught, but it isn't, maybe because no one wants to write a test for it, and education is all about getting those scores. Yeah, that's true too. Never feel like you have to stick with the same label for your gender or sexuality. Explore what makes you comfortable and throw away anything that doesn't. Ursha, no worries. I thought oral sex was talking about sex. There's so much. I think that's the thing too, is like, people are afraid to talk about exploring your own body and about like actual intercourse because like I do not understand why. Like I said, it's completely healthy to be interested in intercourse, as well as completely healthy to not be interested in it as well. Curiosity is important for growth. True. And when it comes to like I know people that are Twitch will ban you into oblivion. They do try to do that. What was I gonna say? Oh, I know a decent amount of people that are like exploring like their ideas of what their sexuality means to them. And a lot of times what we do is we try to stick to specific labels. You saw it, Disco, you saw it. And labels are good and bad. Labels are good because they help give you a direction and a way to identify with things and to understand things. But if you find a label and it feels right for you, that's okay. If you find a label and it feels partially correct for you, that's okay. You don't have to stick with anything. Periods are taboo. They're dirty and dirty when you have them. I started talking with my stepdaughter about it. I hope I make her feel empowered rather than ashamed like I was. Aren't they? The cycles are so... They're so almost dehumanized in a way, as in it's just something that people feel gross to talk about, and they're so normal, and that is just so annoying, you know? Like, why can't we talk about those things? I have been telling D&D stories wrong this whole time. One thing that is hugely impactful when it comes to people's ignorance and hatred surrounding homosexuality is the point in which you are taught what sex is in school. Most of the time at home as well. Yes, it's very heterosexual for sure. It is. Love how we aren't expected to debate in this chat and we're here to learn and share. Mods are great. And we will yeet any, like, volatile, comments and shit right the fuck out of here. Truly we will. We do not, especially, like, anything transphobic. I'm fucking down to just ban that person, ban those people forever. People wouldn't be born if someone didn't experience a cycle. Yeah. Lefoto's been yeeted. When are you playing Crystal again? That's a good question. Should be next week. I was wondering if on Saturday when I'm doing Undertale, if I should just also do Crystal 2 at the same time. Or if I should do it like... I'm not sure. I need to again. Anyways. Yeah, keep tampons in the car. Great idea. Oh my god, tampons are so annoying. There is, if you're someone that experiences a cycle, there's another thing that you can look into, which is the menstrual cup. And that is something that changes a lot of people's lives as well. You can't get tampon shock syndrome from it, which is something that you can get from using tampons for too long and too consecutively, which is really crazy. The cup is awesome. It is a life changer. There's the Moon Cup, the Diva Cup. Some of them are gendered, which is a little annoying, but also for folks with dysphoria, I would really recommend them too. They're really great. You can do more research about those, but they are a medical grade silicone, and they are really nice. They are reusable for even up to a few years, as long as you take even consecutively. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and leaving one in too long. But the cups are great. They're reusable. They're cleanable. Environmentally friendly, cost effective. I think they're between like $30 and $50, but they can last if you take really good care of them for a while. I came here from TTT. Welcome, Westtag. Yeah. Listen. I think I'll play Planet Zoo. If you followed today, thank you so much for doing so. I hope you've enjoyed this conversation. If you have any, like, questions that you were not sure about asking, you can DM me even. I do not mind. But disclaimer, I am not a doctor, but I will help you to the best of my abilities. But at the same time, I am not a doctor. Oh my goodness, thank you for following. Psyche's back. I came back, got gifted a sub. Yes! Citation needed, exactly. Bernude. I pressed play on Planet Zoo and it opened and then it said, sorry, we're not here anymore. I am not a doctor. I have this rash. Oh no. Where is it? Polyvenom, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Can I ask questions about controversies and your opinion on them? It depends. It depends. I don't know. The one thing too is like, sometimes I get nervous about doing informative and educational talks, especially when it comes to trans stuff, because I care about it so much that I don't ever want to say anything incorrect, and I don't want to say anything that would ever be harmful. But I think if you come from a standpoint of having that mindset, then as long as you're willing to learn and willing to listen, then it's okay. But it can be scary too. But ask questions if you can. My doctorate in zookeeping. Thank you, thank you. And if there's anything you're more interested in learning about, like, by all means, go make sure you learn about those things. How do I get my zoo again? Hold on, I'm looking for my zoo. Resume. No, I need to load my zoos. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. How does one become so woke? Listen, all you gotta do is look for the information. You can find it. You can find it, it's out there. Because I tried to make my own opinion on that controversy, but after a while I don't know enough to make an opinion. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Drago. I'm not sure. That'd be something interesting to look into as well. I'm glad, and I want to say thank you too for everyone that's hung out and listened, and especially if, like, maybe you've been intimidated by people talking about contraceptive or periods or things before and you've hung out. Like, I am thankful for that, and I'm proud because, like, Why not learn about those things? Especially if it can make other people more comfortable. I think it's important that we all, no matter our own identities, take the time to learn about other people who have different identities. And about sexual health in general is great. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, I'm changing to Planet Zoo. Zoof kind of says, joke, always good to learn more things. Yep. Addy might just yump. Did this break? It might have broke. It might be broken. I think it's broken. I broke it. I broke Planet Zoo. I broke it. It's broken. Time to do a cheeky little Control-Alt-Delete. I was gonna make you look at the tiger because I have to pee. But now I've broken Planet Zoo and we will never see another tiger ever again. I'm ending the task. And I'm reopening it. Alright, let's go get it again. Game files, okay. Not the tiger. Start a new zoo. Fav, it's taken me so long to get to this point. I can't. Willingness to learn is a whole lot more than a lot of people are willing to do. Never be ashamed of that. Exactly. And thank you, Yogotron. Can we have a command for the pronouns extension? It's good you are so open about this. I try. I just want to be a good person and I want other people to be good with me. And there are so many good people out there that deserve good. And there are so many people out there that deserve to have other folks interested in learning about them and their identities in order to make them feel more welcome and for things to be more normalized too. See you, Pistol! Thank you so much. A lot of people don't learn how to have empathy for others' perspectives. Truly. Thank you, Ref. Thank you, Timarton. Rexus Fern, thank you for subscribing. I'm so happy young Yogg fans and even non-Yogg fans have people like Boba to talk about this stuff and really help with everything. See, that was part of my thing. When I got asked to join, I was like, one of the things that I was most excited about was that I would get to be a part of Jingle Jam. And so when it was announced that I was joining, I was like, all right, what trans organizations do we have available for Jingle Jam? Because that was my #1 fucking... I'm gonna sneak into the Yogscast, and I'm gonna make sure that the charities that I care about are ones that are in the forefront of the Jingle Jam. And so Harry was like, yes, we have one for sexual health. But that was like one of my big things, where I was like, listen... I'll join, alright? But we gotta make sure that we have trans organizations in our charities. Alright, watch this tiger. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. Trans rights. Fav is the best. Alright, tell me if the tiger escapes. Thank you, Fav. Okay. The tiger is pooping. Did you see that? Poop?
豆柴。
What's that dog that like bounces and dances or something? Do you know what I mean? One that's bouncing while he dances. You know what I mean? He bounces while he dances. What dog? Not the pug, a different one. He like, I think it's, is it a Shiba? Where he's going like this? Where he's going like this? Do you know what I mean? He's going like that kind of. And all his 4 legs are like on the ground or something. You know what I mean? I hate this carpet. I bought it and now I hate it. The tippy toes. Yeah. The tippy toes. Is my camera lagging? It is a little bit, probably because we're zoomed in. I do not know. If we're on the camera, maybe it's mad. Am I I think it's better now. I think it was just mad. If I can see my mouth moving after I'm talking, I get upset. Rhythm dog? Is that what it is? How do you start work at a sexual health clinic? Do you need specific schooling? Depends on the position that you wanted to take. A lot of times, when it comes to any job, they're like, we prefer experience, but I had an art history degree. So, but I knew more on my own than a lot of other people because beforehand, like, I've always made sure to learn about it. Just because maybe I'm weird, I don't know. But for me, it was just, I had an interest in working there and it worked out. Is this poop? Is that poop? God. Can I name it? I can't name it. It's poop. Gave them a picture of a big boob anime to get in the door. I think they were tired of dealing with me because it's where I used to get my birth control from, and when I was on the pill I'd go there like every month or every 3 months to pick it up. So they had a pharmacy there too, and I would like, it's like, do you guys want me to work here? They were like, fine. Can't tell if this water is clean or getting dirty. Is that how? Excuse me, Zoof. Oh my god. I did what now? Cam is a bit laggy. If I zoom out. It is. I hate it. Okay, what I can do is... Let's see if I can do this. Alright. It's fine on this screen. Is it the zoo? Is the zoo... Feed the peacocks to the tiger. Maybe I can. See, if I unpause the game, it's pissed. Okay, what if I do this? It's because I have a million things here. I'm gonna turn some things on low. Are you gonna be upset about that? What the fuck is ambient occlusion? Texture resolution. What if I just do that? And make it a little bit less spicy. Show your pores. Not my pores. Anything but that. Oh my gosh, so many people have followed today and I didn't say thank you and I feel very badly about that. Also, Wildcat Face, thank you so much for using Prime and subscribing. Rexus Fern, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. I want to make sure that I'm thanking. Alright. Am I slow? I can't tell. How is it? It is weird! Alright. I can try... Let's see if I can try changing the cameras. Sometimes it gets mad. Let's see. It might get mad. Let me see if I can do it without... It might not do it. It might not do it. I'm gonna be honest. It might not do it. I don't want to have to restart my stream because the camera's shit. Is it going to work or is it going to yell at me? Okay. It only likes snap camera. It's not important. Well, I don't want to be wiggly. I can make my preview smaller and that helps sometimes too. Okay. Did you take away the highlighted message? Oh yeah, it was like weird because cause if you it just kind of highlights too. But I read pretty much everything, so is this better? I think because I made the preview smaller, it's a little better. What do you think? An audio delay, it's fine now. How annoying. What can I do in a zoo, do you know? I read it, Capo. Bye, Footic Sneeze. I read everything even if it's scrolling really fast. I go back and I scroll up sometimes. Don't get people courage tattoo is more expensive. Yeah, it is. People kind of abusing highlighted message. It happens a lot in a lot of chats. A grotto zoo is against the law. Let's see. This was the building I was working on last time. And already something has broken. Can I connect this now? What is the fuck happening? I use highlighted message if I think I have something important to say, but I still get ignored most of the time. That shouldn't be true. Pantless Skeletor, thank you. Depends. I try to read everything. But there's like... Oh my god, I've accidentally got railings. I tried to make a zoo on my own time. And I will be honest. Curb. Do I want a curb? Yes. I don't want a railing. Thank you, Smashly. Ruby, Casey loves you. Oh my goodness. You wieners. You wieners. I've trapped this person. Railing on ground path. Okay, can I take this back? Lewis rarely reads chat. A lot of messages get read, but not out loud. I do read a lot of them, but maybe don't reread them. Read like half my messages with no highlighting. It really depends, because like, reading chat can be difficult, because it's like, if I read this person's message out loud, like to respond to it, sometimes I'll read them out loud and respond to them for context for other people too. It depends. Being a streamer is not easy is what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. But also like, don't think that if you're just lurking I don't appreciate that. Or that if you're saying something and maybe I don't read it. If I'm not doing it like more than once, I promise you it's not because I'm actively ignoring you. It's because either I've read what you've said and I forgot to respond to it, because that happens a lot. But it just depends. I agree, Smashly. It can be difficult, like, in bigger chats. Like, I get why Sips doesn't, because there's just a fuck ton of people at all times, and usually those people are yelling at him, too. I did do that, Zoop. I did do that. I did. Oh my gosh. Sips reads one message every 3 minutes. Yeah. Because with Sips, too, he has so many people, and they're usually fucking dogging him. So, like, who wants to read over and over again? But, like, the aggravating thing about, like, larger streamers, because I watch quite a few larger streamers at times, too, is, like, if someone asks a question while they're streaming, and you know the answer and you say it, and then they just don't see it, and then they're, like, doing the wrong thing that they just asked you the question for, it's difficult. Dogging, isn't that what you say? Dogging someone about it. I do not know. Oh my gosh, so many people have followed, and I feel like now if I thank one person that I'll feel bad. Hounding. That's what What does dogging mean? Should I Google it? I meant hounding. Dog. Follow closely and persistently. It says follow closely and persistently. Act lazily, fail to try one's hardest. Oh, sexual slang. Oh, it's just about public sex. Didn't we just have a conversation about normalizing sex? Didn't we just have a conversation about this? When people meet up in car parks. Is it like being in like the other room and like knowing or listening? I do not know. Listen. There's a thing though when it comes to that is whenever you're enjoying something, you have to make sure that there's consent from all present parties. Make sure that there's consent from everyone because you don't want to involve someone in your happy fun times who's not okay with it, okay? And not everybody is okay with whatever you're doing. So what is happening and why is this not being on a grid? Oh, that one is. Even Jesus. If it's a maybe, it's a no. Be careful, alright? If you want to have fun, but you gotta make sure everyone's having fun. What is this, Dunny? What did I say about Sips? Now I've gotta watch this because Sips already probably thinks that I bully him. Because with Sips too, he has so many people and they're usually fucking dogging him. So like, who wants to read over and over again? I meant hounding. Sips is gonna be like, who's this fucking idiot? Cause like the other things that he's reacted to that I've said about him are every time I take my cat out for a walk, there's a little lay-by where there's packed cars surrounded by people. What does that mean, Simon? Oh my god. There's the last thing that Sips reacted to was when I was saying, like, what did I say? Look how cute that is! Appreciate that! I'm not gonna keep it though, but it was cute for a moment. I do not have a vendetta against Sips. I do not. Oxidio, thank you so much for using Prime. Oh my god. Sips. Look at how similar those two emotes are. Show Rithian and Bryony your voices tomorrow on Team BRB. Oh my gosh, I have to. No, Synthetic. Sip. Is that Sips? Which one is that? Sips Scared, right? Oh my gosh. Is the Hamtaro Ham Ham Heartbreak music on Spotify? I need to find out. Hamtaro. Ham Ham Heartbreak. Hamtaro Ham Ham Heartbreak. Playlist. No! This is a fake one. It's got Buttercup by Jack Stauber or whatever on it. Thanks you, Smashly. Hamtaro. Tomorrow will be on main channel and on individual channels. Go. What is this? It's all in Spanish. What's happening and why doesn't it work? I think I broke Spotify. I broke it. Hamtaro Ham and Friends. Oh shit. What's happening? It won't let me do anything now. Why is Spotify so garbage on my computer? Oh my gosh. Clara, thank you for using Prime and for 15 bucks, my Clara. I love you. Neurotic Beaver, thank you so much for using Prime. Thank you so much. Can you hear this song? What is this? What is happening? It's fucking just broken, like so much. Oh my gosh, that scared me because I turned my volume up to here. Crash a Smack, thank you so much for using Prime. Oh my god, the Spotify application is not running. Do you think I'm surprised by that? I'm literally not, because when is it ever the fuck working? Basically never. Time to find every single Spotify instance in my task manager and destroy it with my laser vision. And try again. Paranoid Splicer, thank you for gifting to Graysmith. I hate Spotify. It's like... oh my god. Okay, what do I do with this building? Because right now it does look like trash. Should I try to make something... I should try to make something similar to this. How about that? Okay, let's... what we're gonna do is, first of all, fuck this. Second of all, we're going to take facilities and utilities. Looks like a sad cat. Smashly, thank you for subscribing at tier 2. Thank you so much. They don't pay artists. I do not. How else do you get music then? What am I meant to do? I can't YouTube everything. Why was that floating in the sky? Where is this? God, why? Why was it doing that? Okay, that one. And then a transformer. I'm gonna copy, but not exactly this homework. Thank you, Smashly. Loboto, you freaking penis wiener. No, I love you. Here, now we've got it. Buy your music. Apple. Oh my god. I can't buy CDs. I don't know where they are anymore. What is this now? Look at this. Edit group. Alright. We need another path over here. Because what we're gonna do is try to make something similar to that. Apple Music is awful. I can believe that. Okay, construction. What is this now? Edit. This is too crazy for what I'm doing. It was Dragon Age. Was what the music was. How do you like this? How do you like this? MG Terra, thank you for following. Classic building, limestone. Okay, so we're gonna look at some limestone. How do you feel about that? The next tiger rampage. Listen here. What does this different from this? Okay, I see, I see. My favorite genre is metal, although specifically folk metal. What the heck is folk metal? He built some green chairs to go with the green too, you fucking bitch. Clara, I love you. Addie will jump the wall one day, and until
Can
then...
I ask you kind of a weird question?
Great chat.
Bonanza.
Regardez la vie del content une de wisdom you're sharing. You deserve this for your care.
Thank you so much, Finanza. Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Metal but harmonicas, you know what I fucking love? I love a goddamn banjo. I love a goddamn banjo. A banjo will bring a tear to my eye. I fucking love banjos. This is floating, and now I'm upset. X. Z. I want to move these. God. Just a little bit. What is happening? Why? Oh, brother, we're out that soundtrack. Yes! So fucking good. Banjo metal. Yeah, send me some. How do I do this? Why is it angry? Stop. Okay. Is that... It's in the ground now. I can't tell. No, it's not. Okay. That's fine. Who's Joe and why are we banning them? What? Who is Joe? Joe Mama. Oh my god. Banjo! Clara. Oh my god. I love you so much. God damn it, Clara. Not only is she beautiful, she's a fucking comedic genius and she gets me every goddamn time. God, do I love her. How does this work? Just in real life. I think they made it taller. I do not know if I have the capabilities for that. Mentally. Alias, thank you so much for using Prime to subscribe. God. I can't believe it. You banjoed me. My own self. Okay. Look. Why can't it not just do what I want it to? Huh? You tell me this. You tell me. Why is this not an actual wall piece? I've got to do this myself. Why? Oh, this one works. Thank goodness. Smashly, thank you for gifting a sub! Pedguin, you can't love Clara. Little does Pedguin know. Clara is also my best friend. Little does Pedguin know. Look at that. So I'm not gonna make the exact same thing. But I will be inspired. Does this look too far apart? No, I do not know. Finance is great. Thank you, Smashly. The Hell Cake. I just love that name. What would a Hell Cake be? Is that like red velvet and what else? Red velvet. What is this now? Is this Zelda? Or more Final Fantasy? Red velvet and Tabasco. Cake for the Doomslayer. White chocolate. Oh my gosh. You know what's one of the best and underrated cakes? That fucking... What is it? White chocolate. Marmite. Oh my god, a Marmite cake? The confetti one that you just put sprinkles in. Tiramisu. The sprinkles one. Confetti cake. Confetti cake. Birthday. Birthday. Funfetti. Yeah. What do you mean dot 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 dot? Sprinkles? I called Dogman sprinkles. Oh, look at this shit. That is so popping. Is this not popping? You don't have to tell me twice that it's popping. I can see it with my own eyes. Do I love it? Quite possibly I do. But this one's too big. Oh shit, and this one might be too small. Now I've just gotta put a big fucking lion in the middle. Those were words that I said. Okay, what I can do is... What did I just do? I've gotta move all of this over. Why does mine look stupid? This fucking grid bullshit. Grids are stupid. I can't tell if that's the same thing. It's... Is it? No. I'm mad about the grid. Why does it work like this? Confetti cake. It is delicious. Everyone hates the grid. I love and hate the grid. I appreciate the grid, but also I hate it so much. Okay. Okay, get rid of this. We're gonna try this again, folks. We're gonna move this to here. Your middle floor piece is overhanging by one too much. My middle floor piece. This? What is a middle floor? Middle Florian. Oh, is that what it was? Is that why it looked broken? Oh my god. Refs saved the day. Now can I... Oh, I've beansed it. Now what am I meant to do in the middle of this now? This is what the stream is. Oh my god, Bernude. I do not know how I feel about this. What if I press X? Nope. What is happening now? Why can't I do the advanced movements? Now what is this thing right here? I don't know. Use blood instead of egg. I got this game recently and gave up after 10 minutes trying to place things. It happens that way. It happens that way. Mytoflorian. Oh my god. Talking shit about the grid. I can't help it, Simon. Burning... What is this? We need, like a wall piece. This is not my building. Is this a wall? It truly is. Okay. So we've got wall. So you know what is my favorite thing? Check this fucking shit out. Why is it that half the texture disappears? Do you see this? Do you see this? Can you put the wall piece between the triangles? What is this garbage? I'm so angry. Look it, and that is doing it too. What is happening? What is happening now? Look at this. Why does it hang like that? Oh, does it do that on every side? No, it doesn't do that on every side. What is... How come this is match and this one doesn't? Did I make it too tall? Look, that might have been my fault, but also I don't want to talk about it. Practice for tomorrow. Will I be salty tomorrow? I don't think tomorrow's game is salty. Is it? I don't know. What have I gotten myself into? I like it kind of looks like a shitty horse. Look at this shitty horse. It's a shitty horse. Look it. What is this? What? What can I put in the middle? Can you put the wall on your shitty horse neck between this wall? Why did you call it my shitty... This wall. Between my shitty... This one? The neck. This is a neck. Do I have... Is this the neck? Okay, can I duplicate this? And put it between? This is what it looks like, Fav. Does that look good? Fav, does this look good? Help. Help me. Help me. Help. 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 One of my favorite things is when Harry does something and he fucks up. And then he goes, help, help. It makes me laugh. Put the monkey. Harry Berry. Yep. Yep, Fav. Jamco and Monkey, thank you so much for following. He does the seal. I like he fell down in something. Like he fell down in like a bit of lava or something. And he's like, help, help, it burns. It just made me laugh a lot. Harry's a funny lad. Just use the bigger triangle. But that triangle's so big. It's not the same one. How did they get their triangles to be the same and my triangles won't do it? How did they do it? Hippos are pretty cute. Lava. I can break it apart, but I'm so died. Fuck this building. Cause guess what? If I can't see it, that means that I can't be sad about how shitty mine is. If you're having triangle problems, I feel bad for you. I've got 90 degrees and equilateral, and that's it. Is that... Is... How many... What does 90 degrees come from in a triangle? How many degrees are in a triangle? Put a column in the middle. I'll try it, I'll try it. How many degrees is a triangle? An equilateral triangle is the same, 180. So basically, I've got half of a triangle. Just in general. You're right, Fav. I do the same with exams by not checking the results. Isn't that right? That's the fucking best way to live. My partner know how to fix it. She's making a Twitch account right now to explain. Oh, that's so sweet. You can do it, Bersha. You can do it. Okay. Is it because... Why my triangle like this? Is it because my grid? Move it. How many is my grid? But if I do that, the middle one is ugly. What if... Oh, I have an idea! I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. Whose girlfriend is it? I have an idea. Watch, watch, watch. Watch my idea. Oh my god, you're gonna be so proud of me. This person's girlfriend, though, this is the real reason I did this, was to get them to hang out with me. And now that my mission is complete, I'm very excited and I cannot wait. Elf Piper. Okay, okay. I like that. I like that. So what I've done is, first of all, My brain has grown 100 sizes. And also this person's girlfriend is going to be so excited. Half the texture disappears because it's not lined up. You put 2 pieces on the opposite side of... Okay. The grid. Think of the grid like strings. You put one triangle in front and the other behind. A string. I think I know what you're talking about. And I think I know another way to fix it. And wait till you are so proud of me. I didn't do it. Ah! I fixed it. Did you see what I was gonna do? Elf Piper, thank you. Okay, so you said that there's a string happening, and the triangle is on one side of the string. That was not correct, though, Elf Piper. Can you still be proud of me? There's no scale tool. There isn't. Balrog, thank you for 1 whole year. Thank you so much. I can't believe this. I hear your solution, but I have a better solution. Fucks it up. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, the triangle is on the other side of the grid. Okay. Okay, so this... Okay. So we're gonna pause the game. If by now the tigers have escaped, I'm okay with it. Okay, if I can do this so I can see my grid better. Edit. This is the string, right? Is this the string? I don't know. No, it was not. I have an idea. I have a better idea. No, I just feel bad. I thought I was doing what they were going to tell me to do also. Okay, so if I move this... Oh my god, first of all, I fucked up. If I move this... My ugly horse... If I move my ugly horse... What the fuck has happened now? My ugly horse. My string. So this one is at the same height as this one, but it's not as ugly. Why is it like this? A vertical grid. Why is it do it though? Is what I mean and what I wish to know. If I do this, is it going to give me a different result? It hasn't. But then, what? How? It's so ugly. It didn't work. Z fighting. When 2 things are on the same level. Invite Elf to the Discord call. Oh my god. I think I might just suffer, to be honest. Rotate 180? I don't know how many degrees that is. Is this 180? It still didn't like it. What if I... Okay. I think this piece is stupid. Can we invite different people to shout at Boba each stream? The ugly horses are kissing. They are. It needs to go up maybe because of the triangles are in the way. No, it's okay. What if I do this? Can you move the arch pieces left and right? Look at this, how stupid it is. Okay, hold on, my ugly horse child. Is this DMCA-able? I don't know. And at this point... Why did my ugly horse not move? Okay. What if I take this and I match it up? And then from there... I move it to where I want it to be. What if I move this one now? That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. No, it's just ugly horse. Parsec pals, it's truth. As a math major, I am keeping out of this. Look. Listen. Taste. Touch. Smell. How do you feel about this? Alright, look, I have an idea. Oh my god, it's not even. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Now what is this garbage? Can you explain to me what the fuck that means? What have you done? Why did it do that? That made me so mad. I can't believe you've done this. Look, okay? Why is this... My ugly son is so... My ugly child is so ugly. My ugliest child. Son. How does this look? Why? My textures are so bad now because I've decided I've sacrificed my textures for my textures on my face. Please help my son, he is very sick. Okay, look. How about it? What do you think? Is it fancy? It kind of is. Now, I need to know... Oh my god. Here's the part that I'm going to lose my mind at. I think it's even. I think it's even. Now that I've finally tricked this elf person into being a part of my stream, that's all I wanted. And now I'm happy and I can peacefully bow out and die. Okay, this is good. This is good! It's kind of ugly because textures don't exist anymore, but it's okay. Torb called you an infuriating horse mother. I have nothing but sympathy after having to do model placement for coursework the night before it's due. Torb, you fucking bitch. Look, I do not know. Stuyvesant, look to the east, thank you for following. Florida man is my only destination. Okay, look, now if I take this... If you breathe frantically, it makes everything you're doing in your life easier. It's an actual guarantee. Okay, so far it's alright. So far it's alright. Now, the question is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these things, and I'm gonna do this again. I don't want to look. I'm scared to look at what the top looks like. Oh, it's fine. It looks kind of fine. It looks okay. Can you rotate a grouping? Yeah, yes. Look at it from the other side. Why? The horses refuse to become a doctor for finally having their revenge. The goat enclosure, no. It is a thing. It does look good. Thank you, Paranoid Splicer. Alright, now we need like a... Look, what is this? I don't know. A wall trim. Okay. We see it, we appreciate it, we like it. We see it. We appreciate it. We hate it. We hate it. It needs to be recessed. Okay. But it's clipping. Are you gonna play Race for the Wolf today? Not as far as I'm aware. Is there a game or something later? I need to go exercise after this, so... Does this look fine with this shit? I kind of like it. I'm the executive producer of this. At 8:30 there is. Probably not, so I can actually be healthy. I'm supposed to exercise. Can you raise the triangle a bit more to fit the entablature in? Oh my gosh, your beautiful words. Raise the triangles. I'm scared to do that. I'm scared. We can do something though, and I'm scared for it. What we can do, oh my god, is now why is life like this? That's what I want to know. Okay, so we keep that there. Because what is that thing called? Oh my god. Me goes to art history school, also me. What is that thing called that I forgot what it's called? So there's okay. Below there's usually a triangle like this, and then below the triangle is a facade kind of thing. It's called something actually specific in art history, and I can't remember what it's called. Embossed mural. You're making art history right now, Clara. A frieze. I think it's a frieze. What is this, Torb? Yeah, the frieze. Architrave. Capital shaft. I don't want fish on there. Or fucking locusts. Does this work? I'm scared. I'm scared because what if they don't perfectly fit? Oh my god, I should have been scared. They don't perfectly fit. I can just... Capital shaft. What is this song from? Oh, it's from Hades. Should I have advanced moved and duplicated it? I don't know. Expand, you made the edges overlap. I'm scared to do it. I'm scared. Okay. I'm scared. Did it work? Who said that? Fredgelick, oh my gosh. An actual lifesaver. Okay. Okay. And now... Okay. Ha! Ugh! Paranoid Splicer, thank you for gifting to Fredgelick. You got rewarded for your good deeds on this, the day of my zoo building. Okay, I'm snapping it and I'm scared. Oh my god, how does... Oh my god, I know I'm just bouncing the fuck out of my desk doing that, but I can't help it. Kirby 64 is another game that I played so fucking much. God, this carpet. I hate carpet. I have a love-hatred. I need to just tuck it under the legs of the desk. What's this, Frederick? I can't help it with the cheese crackers. That's not a very gay thing to say. I love when Boba just sort of makes noises. Never have I met a person that embodies the italic descriptions of emoticons. Like happy noises. Cheese crackers. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. We need things. We need like a... Where's that, like... Is there marble things too? Marble. No, of course it would not be easy enough for me. I need to find those column fence things. Am I gonna hate this? It's very possible. How did I make this taller? I can't remember. No. How are the otters doing? Oh, we need to check on them. Shall we unpause for a moment so we can look at otters? Sounds good to me. Shit. The otters do not care about the people. I've made a mistake and given the otters too much freedom. Because they spend a lot of their time just absolutely fucking off. What the hell is this? What is this? Oh, it's the bottom of the tree. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Sure. The K-pop tree. A little drinky. A little drinky, Idunikin. Idunikin, look. I'm doing a silly happy of. It feels so nice to see main channel mods here too. Like I just feel that much cooler. Drinky my Slurpee. Look at this beautiful animal. What do you mean two? Yeah. Look at how cute this is. Fav is also here. Simon's here to monitor my performance. Simon's making sure I belong in the Yogs cast. Does seem like you've been collecting Yogs mods lately. I love my Nightjar. I love my Dunnykin. I love my Zoof and my Fav. And my Vizty. Crazy. Simon. Look at this beautiful... Who is this one? It's Zoof! What a coincidence! And also Fav. Fav. Mummer, thank you so much for following. Hungary. I hate the AI of the zookeepers. Do I need another zookeeper? Let's make it... Okay, how many keepers do we have? 4. We need to assign them. Create a work zone. This one. Okay. How do I create more of a work zone? Zoo. Create work zone. Okay. How many times do I have to do that? Am I dumb? Another work zone. This one. Okay. Maybe they each need their own work zone. Simon does do the muscle. You get Zoe a lot, Zoof? Interesting, interesting. Oh, is that all the exhibits? Okay. So now we can assign staff to each one. So Chevdot, Torb, War Apple, and Lexion. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, is there a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. What do you mean cannot reach habitat? Put Torb with the tigers. What is this, Laboto? Boba's schedule. Give an important talk. 2 hours struck to build an archer made. I am also excited for the... What? That's not... Oh, okay. These are also a work zone. Okay. Create a new work zone of all of these. Okay. That's 6. So we need another keeper for work zone. What is work zone 5? What is 5? Work zones. 5. 0. Oh god. My entire life. 6. And this one is gonna be Yogotron. Yogotron, you're in charge of the lizards. And then, oh my god, we forgot to get 2 more. Sour Abyss, thank you for using Prime. Burned out. What Dragon Quest? I did not know. The green tables. There are no green tables! How are the llamas doing? Look at this fool. Cynicism. Don't feed the bear! Thank you for using Prime and subscribing. Thank you so much! Look at Work Zone 6. What about it? Work zones. 6. Do they need a staff room? There. Oh, fuck you fucking. You absolute bastard. Where are the other llamas at? They just like to swim and that's. I thought I had 4 llamas. Where are they? 1. Oh my god. They never go to the back area. No one ever feeds the animals. I loved your silly ass since you made the yoga cat CMT during Jingle Jam. My yoga cats was so dumb. There's plenty in the back of the llama area. There's a ball, okay? And that's it. And also this thing. A feeder. Reset? What does that mean? No one ever feeds the animals. I don't get it. Maybe they slide down and end up in the water. They love the water. They can't get enough of it. Wait a second. Wait a second. I had a terrible nightmare about a chimpanzee monkey situation, and ever since then, like, it was like a very traumatic nightmare, and now whenever I see or think about monkeys or chimpanzees, I feel like really not good, and it's very strange. Maybe I'll get hippos, because they're kind of cute. I do love bears. You'd probably think my username is inspired by Oxcast, but it wasn't deliberate at all. They just so happened to live in my head rent-free. Simon, you fucking bitch! No, but luckily I also don't have any photos of you on my desk, my dresser, in my bathroom, on my coffee table. Just kidding, that's all I have in my house. I've replaced my wallpaper with JPEGs of Simon's face. My wallpaper is just Simon's face. Thrifty Nifty, thank you for subscribing. Simon. I miss my Jeff Goldblum shower curtain, that's for sure. If they don't have a keeper hut in their area, will they still go to it? Keeper hut. Inefficient. Well, I can upgrade this shit, right? Why is it inefficient? When's the Yogscast shower curtains coming out? It's true, everything in my room is Simon themed. Everything is. Is your... Oh my god, Loboto. Can't I add, like, Oh wait, no. It's the, staff room that I can add things to. Efficient. Perks. All of it. Oh. Well... I have to pick one? What's important? Recreation. Oh, whoa! A clown room. I could make a shower cap, I wonder. Can we get one? These fucking chickens. Are there babies still that haven't grown up? They're just eternally babies? They are. Guests love baby animals. Guests love them. A guest loves a baby animal. I thought you were calling me a name, Torb. And I was like, holy shit, Torb. That is so very... Play with this duck! Does this have any food in it? It's not deep enough. Well, guess what? Alright, let's go back to our beautiful arch. So we need... Both of these things are broken, but that's okay. We'll pause the game and then everything will be fine. So we need something to kind of hide this too, I think. Because people fucking cry all day long about they hate it. Limestone. A Torb-free zone. I disabled Torb. Is there a channel, a main channel thing going on right now? I just want the elf person to be proud of me. And instead, look at this. I can't even get my horizontal vertical axis the way that I want it to axis? How do I do it? I could do this. That looks kind of just better than nothing. On this backside though, I'm just gonna close it off. Shito. I've got an idea. Every time I say that, it is not promising. This time it just might be though. How do I... Okay, we're gonna put something here like this. Oh my god, you've got to be... Look at the pipes coming out! What is this? Talking about me on the main channel.
Seal Teach. I think $17. Thank you for Seal Teach. And they say, it just occurred to me the other day that Boba Fett was the only unaltered clone. Does that mean that Yogg's Boba is the only clone from Ben Prime that hasn't been brainwashed since everything else is basically the same?
What?
What?
There's a real leap in logic somewhere there. Okay. I am not following.
Right. So Boba You're Boba Witch.
Oh.
She has Boba the name.
Like
Boba
Boba Fett.
And also, we had that joke about Ben clones.
Yes, okay, I'm up to speed now. I
And-
understand.
They're making the joke that you and Boba look exactly the same as each other.
And sound the same.
And sound the same.
It's me, Ben of the
It's
Yogs
you.
Cast. You may know me from things such as the shark in TTT.
So we do sound exactly the same. It is true. I like that I'm insinuating that I sound like that at all times. Ben is my papa. It is true. It is true. I'm just going to destroy this. Say the iconic line, Sharky and Palp.
Sharky and Palp.
There you go. God, I wish I was Ben's clone. God, I wish I was Ben's clone. I need a cute little fence to hide behind. Does the main channel have links on? I don't know. An entire TTT round in anime voice. I don't know. I don't want it to be like just the annoying thing that I do. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't know how other people feel about it. And so, like, I know Duncan thinks it's funny. But I don't know about, like, doing it all the time because I don't want it to be annoying. Oh my god. I got peppermint gum. Is gum a no-no while you stream? Are you not meant to chew gum? I've got a date to kiss myself in the mirror after the stream. I hate this gum. It's peppermint. I feel it all the way up here. I hate mint gum because it just tastes like poison. Do you know what I mean?
Chicken sandwich.
If non like gamme dans swallow.
I can't swallow it, Addie. I'm trying to like it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like gum. How do you know what poison tastes like? This is not the first iteration of Boba. As you know, I am Ben's clone. And basically, since the dawn of time, people have been trying to eliminate us Bens from history. And so many of us have been poisoned. Many of us have been tortured, left out in the desert, things like that. And each one of us in our own Ben clone remembers those past lives, and so I do in fact know the taste of what poison tastes like. Yes. Yes. About Ben's parents. We're all clones! Since the dawn of time. That's what that person was implying, I think. I need, like... What is this? It's just a beautiful, sweet fucking bow. Foff, please can I put a bow on it? I just like it. Oh my god, look at, there's a plaid one. You said sure? I was not expecting that. He's gonna say, that is if you want it to look ugly, Kappa face, and then I'm gonna fucking QQ. I know it's a trick. Alright, I'll do it. I'll put a bow on it. What is this, a tree? Alright. It is cute, though. You don't need Fov's permission. Fov is my building consultant. Disco is my Brendan Fraser consultant. Isaac is my selfies consultant. Fov is my building consultant. Burb is my music consultant. Tommy is my cider consultant. Ambi Andy is my morality consultant. And Clara is just my wife. Is that the one I'm looking for? Rubinsky's just a bitch. Simon digs the holes. It's true. Simon just digs the holes. Simon, you've dug a hole right into my heart. Oh my god. Happy Valentine's Day. How did I position this over there now? I've made my own eyes cry with laughter. Oh my god, it's clipping in like the ugliest of ways. Can I make it the least clipping? Okay. You need to get... Oh, you need to... You'll die from that. If that's a chance that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm willing to risk it. Yep. Why would you do that? I clicked it and you didn't. Hello? Okay. Okay, this is fine. We take this. I like this smoke coming out of it. It's kind of a very good metaphor for this entire zoo. Why are you shaking your head, Fav? You don't like that under there? What? What's scheduled, Labodo? The low textures, they certainly are a thing. Can we turn them back up? I put things on low, which I shouldn't need to do with my computer, but Spotify takes up a lot of brain, and so does Snap Camera, apparently. That's a little bit better. Oh, that's a lot a bit better. Looks like you are hiding a gap. I am! Okay, I'm self-conscious about it. Self-conscious of my gap. My gap. We need to make an otter construction near the otters. I wish I'd left more room in this walkway, but I guess I can build here or here. Listen. No gaps. What time is it in Florida time? Okay, it's almost 3 p.m. When does the sun go down today? In Florida? I'm not sure. Where was that stuff that I was looking at before? Oh my god, it's all the fuck the way down here. What's that even called? I need to like bookmark these things. Like the ice ones that I bookmarked. What the fuck is this? A gutter? I do have to exercise. I kind of want to build this though. I don't think it's too far off of what I want it to look like. Which is good. Okay, let's just type in the... Goes down just before 8 p.m. Okay, 7:30-ish. Thank you, thank you. Now, are these appropriate? I don't know. To go in like this nook. Why does it do that? It fakes it. What's happening? Good enough. Good enough. Now what's it look like on this side? Okay, sure. We need those fences on that side too. Oh my god, that's gonna be a fucking ball ache. Okay. God. My entire... Why would you do this? Why can't I do this and this, huh? Do you wish for me to be unhappy? I guess you do. Okay, we're gonna have to do this separately. What is this? Chillest zoo around. Are you not chill? Are you not chill? This has been very chill. Okay? Did it go in the exact almost position that it was meant to go in? Because that is pretty pogs. It's pretty pog champion. Okay. Come with me on a journey to right over here. You actual bastard. I'm hot because of this stream. It got quite chill when you added the freeze. Clara, I read that in your voice and it made it that much better for me. God, I love Clara. I love her. This looks... Oh my god. Am I happy with it? I can't entirely say that I am. Will I live with it? Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I will. Do I need... What have I eaten today? What do I have for brekkie? Maybe I'll have a peanut butter sandwich after I finish my run later. Look at how disgusting this is. This is gonna get fucking DMCA'd, I'll tell you that right now. Oh shit! He's biting it! He's biting the rail! Look, he's biting it! He's biting it. Crunch. 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 I don't want these here. They're harshing my vibe. My vibe is being harshed. Okay. I let you have them the post and you removed them. Look, this is fine. Okay. We've got to do something here and here to make this, like, fit. You know what I mean? And then we need the roof up here. Let's go ahead and do that. Is it a copper? Yeah. Alright, time. This is gonna, I bet you gonna make me fucking crazy. Okay. Off to a roaring start. Get it? It's a lion building. Libodo loves when I do those jokes. Laboto loves it. Laboto loves it so goddamn much. God damn! I like green. You know, I'm kind of a... What is this? Garbaggio! Joe Garbaggio. Oh my god. I accidentally deleted that important thing. But that's okay. We can just do this. Okay. Because we want green when people look up. We do want green when they look up. Now we need something here. I'm scared. No, helicopter tours will be fine. It's worse because I watch Bryony. Stop looking so smug about it. Green a Giant Game Chaos, thank you for following. And Addie, thank you for the bits again. Okay, well, you know what? I have no idea. Classic sperm whale. Classic sperm whale. Ref! Thank you for gifting 5 subs. Classic sperm whale, am I right? What a classic sperm whale. Look, I bought a I downloaded big things. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this goddamn ice palace. Look at this. I was pointing like you could see. I like the fucking bison boy at the top. This is also very cute. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that cute? It's a little ice cream shop. It's cute. It's cute. This fucking costs $171,000. And here's my building that I built. I built this. Hey, I built this too. I built it. I built it. Do you cost $171,000 because it's hard to look at you and you look very slowly? Cop, thank you. I built this like one of my first things I built. See, that's cute. I did this. I did that for myself. Okay, how I need to am I still editing this group? No. We need to put something there. Papa's Dojo, rip in fucking pieces. Oh shit, did we find it? No, we didn't. Props. Okay, maybe just put a wall for a moment. Limestone. All I see is shit. What do you fucking mean? Why did it do this? Oh my god. Why does it have to do this inside of here? What even? I deal with it. Why are you shaking your head? No, Fav. I'm not gonna just leave it like that, but I need something there. That looks good. Oh my god, very good. What do you think? I can't even do it as a fucking joke. Gilia, thank you for following. Ref, thank you again. It's like it's got like pigtails or something. You're right. Everything's just so wiggly at all times. Do you know what I mean? The way you say fucking makes me laugh so much. What do I say about fucking? The Bodo. Okay, let's see. Can I just put like a chonky circle? No. Oh. 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 Fucking. Bob says nodders. Nodders. There we go. That's kind of good. Now. We need like, shit. Fav? Does this need to go on here somewhere, Fav? Recessed, though? What does it look like recessed? This bit is not... It's not pog champing in the proper way. Should I have it? Gorb? What does gorb mean? What if I do this? Okay, what do you think? Gorbjorn. Torp says, Boba, they're bullying me. And then I fucking proceed to laugh my ass off at Torp being bullied by being called Gorb. Gorbjorn! My favorite part about it is the yep. The yep with the Gorbjorn. It's doing it for me. It's doing it. How does this look? What do you think? Which side? Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Gorp. DC, thank you for following. Right? Okay, I'll copy it. Everyone agree? What music is this? I fucking love it. It sounds like Spirited Away. Or like Princess Mononoke. Okay, I have a question. Why? Okay, no, I have my own answer. Never mind. I was about to get very upset. Oh my god, it needs to be pushed back. Okay. Gorb. Dragon Song from 14. It's so good. The little extra edges are neat. Do I need to... Do I need anything like that? Is that doing anything? Can you even see that? Really, actually, you can't, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we need a clock. Do we want... Okay, well... Do we want white clock? Or... Oh, a big clock. Okay, black and gold or white and gold? What do you think? Gorb. Big clock. White and gold, white and gold. Oh no, I'm not sure now. Whatever clock you want. First one? This is the first one, the big one? Glock. Take me down to the Gorborn city where the grass is green and the gorbs are plenty. Black one? How about the best of both worlds? Check this shit out. What can I say? I'm a people pleaser. What can I say? What the fuck is this garbage? How am I gonna know what time it is? That's stupid. We need some lights on this bitch. Now, what kind of light do we like? What's a good light? Is this a light? Okay, putting it upside down is the perfect way to start out with this. Corvusy, thank you for following. Oh my god. It's like the arch thing in the Central Park Zoo in the movie Madagascar. Finanza, I like how you've referenced that it's from Madagascar, but also it does exist in real life too, I think. And that, you know, is really, I really appreciate that. And it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm being fucking so honest right now. I don't know. What is this? What does a hanging light? A star? Oh no! Oh no, I hope I don't... Oh my god, it's a butterfly! Oh my god. What kind of lamp does this? Like this, you think? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello? Yeah. I didn't need to do that. A lamp is the same no matter what angle you look at it from. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful and something that... You don't like this one? And why is it doing that? The pillows are lined up. Look, they're on the same fucking this. They're on the same this. They're on the same this. What? How? I was gonna be so fucking upset if they were not.
Mama Shiba.
Zephyr, thank you so much for subscribing for 6 months and using Prime. I do not know. What kind of lamp is good then? A decorative lamp? Decorate? Decorate? Decorate lamp? A stick! I could just put a stick here. Imagine not being on the same this. Listen. Listen. I can put a tree here. Lamp! None of these are really an excellent option. Stars? Oh my god, they are beautiful. You have projectors pointing at the clock. No one needs to know what time it is, Tor, because it's whatever time I say it is. Christmas lights. Christmas lights. Can't go wrong with Christmas lights. Can't go wrong with a Christmas light. Okay, Christmas. 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 What light then, Fav? Which one is even good? All lights. Why is this garbage? A classic lamp post? You want this? Fish light, fish light, fish light. What's a fish light? B Squigs and Zerk, thanks for following. What is it now, Fav? I'm looking. I don't see anything else that I'm vibing with. I'm not vibing with anything. No fleshlights. Bring it away from the wall. I'm scared too. I'm scared. What if they do not accept me? The lamp-shaped one. Has a dome over the whole park to maintain a constant light. I do. Oh, what if this? I want this to be like a little like, you know when you go and you need to sit down? I like sitting. I like to do that when I go places. I like to sit down. I do like to. If I need just a little cheeky sit down and there's a ledge. A bench. Yeah, a bench. I like it, this bench. Is it a height? No, you can... I like when you've got to do a little bit of a... to get up onto it. You know what I mean? One of those. I could put a ball on it. You want just a ball? I kind of hate it. Can I change the color of it? I can do that. A blue ball light. I'm cold! Cosmos and Colonel Beer Sama, thank you for following. Put statues on your benches. Okay, okay. Centerpiece. Centerpiece. What's a good one? God, I love the otters though. I do love otter. But I don't think for this. I think we need a freaking lion or something. I have a bad realization. Do you understand what I've just encountered here? And now I am upset. Oh my god. Why did they make this look like it's a whole
Hey,
fucking different lion?
This is a liquid curve. I'm so sorry.
Trace! Thank you so much for 10 months. Oh my gosh, never be sorry, Trace. Never be sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't know a same exact lion existed, but in just a little bit different, and now I'm fucking pissed. Now I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I can't believe this whole goddamn time. Well, listen, Fav, okay, how was I meant to know? This looks entirely different from this. It looks entirely different. Am I wrong? I'm really not. There's not many times when I can say that in my life. I'm saying it now. God actual damn it. Now what am I gonna put up here?
This one's for you.
Paranoid Splicer, thank you. That one lion bringing down the park rating all this time. I can't believe it. I can't. Now what can I put up there in the other place? Look at this weird, gross snake. Where's his head at? He doesn't have one? Oh, I can choose his head. What is that? I don't understand. Why does he look like that? Why does he got little arms? He's got arms! The tiger, I fucking love it. Perfect, they've already made the Gabibis for me. A garden. Good idea, Fav. Good idea. A garden. A garden. Planter. Light ball on the line. A light ball on the line. Okay. Where? Like by his feet? His tail? His head? Where'd my ball go? Ah! Where is it? Oh my god. Balancing on his nose. Lapoda! I was thinking about that. A sea lion statue with the ball balancing on their nose. He's so cute. What lion is here? Ugh, what will we do? Sea lion is lion. Oh my god, Fav, you're a genius. That's a big ball.
Shondy, I swan to John.
Just curious, will this zoo ever have a shrine to Master Uruguay?
To Mr. What? Master Uruguay. Master Uruguay. What? Master Uruguay. What color is a ball? Like blue or something? Kung Fu Panda. Amazing. Immersion. Addie, thank you for the bits. Blue ball, yep. I know. Oh shit, we are running time. And I do need to go exercise. Okay, we're just gonna finish this. It's almost done. I feel like we just need something up here, you know? I feel like that could just be like this. What do you think? Kitty litter tray. A planter. Can I? I thought I was gonna change the whole thing. You. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's a problem for future boba. Probably. Ha! Ha! Let's save this. I gotta go take off all my makeup and then go outside. Is there any greater joy on life's Earth green planet? I don't know. How do I leave this game? Alright. Take a bath. No. It's exercise. And then I'll take a shower, unfortunately. After that. Let's see. Where do I want to send you? I think I know. I'm sending you here. Now, I'm sending you to Ozzy. I want you to say very nice and sweet things to Ozzy as your raid message. How about that? Can you do that for me? Best Minecraft, best Rogue, best Video James, most sweetest, kindest, very good things. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for listening to me talk about sexual health. We'll save the stream and upload that part. And thanks for having a good time with me. And I love you. And the Gorbjorn. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for the gift subs today and the bits and the donos. Of course, I always appreciate them. Please be sweet to Ozzy. Ozzy is one of the kindest, most just sweetest people ever. And I love her. Bye.